and welcome to Cathures Tours, the show that takes you on a walking tour of Glasgow for the comfort of your own house. Today we're going to tell the age-old love story of boy meets girl, girl poisons boy, girl not proven for murder. Let's go! So here we are in the city centre of Glasgow, where in 1853-54 the Smith family lived. They were an upper middle class family who wanted to climb the rungs of the social ladder. Their daughter Madeline would have been expected to marry a prominent figure. However, in 1855 the young Madeline fell for a poor clerk called Emile Léon Glaire. However, knowing her family wouldn't approve of it, she decided to keep it a secret. The clandestine romance continued throughout 1855 to 57 through secret love letters and meetings at Madeline's house. In the letters, Madeline and Emile referenced each other as man and wife, although officially they were never married. The bone of contention, however, lay when Emile wanted to tell Madeline's parents about their engagement and their romance, but that was something that Madeline just didn't want anything to do with. The neighbour in the apartments above the Smiths, a Mr. William Winnock, proposed to Madeline. It was a match arranged by her father and she duly accepted. Now, however, the romance between herself and Emile had cooled. She demanded her letters back and he refused, stating that not only was he going to show them to her parents, but also to Mr. William Winnock. That was a move that would have scandalised the young woman and tarnished her name in society. So in the February, Emile had started complaining about being unwell, throwing around the idea of being poisoned and mentioning Madeline's name to his friends. But was he just trying to set her up, or was it really happening? Later on he mentioned to his friend Miss Perry that he couldn't understand how he was so unwell after receiving coffee and chocolates from Madeline. Also, that if she'd poisoned him, he would forgive her. Young love. So Madeline was spotted and recorded as buying arsenic from 2 different apothecary stores in Sauchiehall Street. She claimed it was for killing rats, but later in court she did say that it was for cosmetic reasons. Now, the arsenic from apothecary stores by law had to be mixed with a coloured dye. However, the arsenic found in Emile's stomach was white. Now, Emile was seen at Botanic Gardens where plants with this white arsenic could come from. He also knew quite a lot about plants and arsenic from his previous job as a nurseryman, and he boasted that he knew the exact amount that he could handle. Emile died in the morning the 23rd of March from arsenic poison in his boarding house in Franklin Street. Madeline's trial began on the 30th of June in Edinburgh. She was accused of 2 counts of attempted murder and 1 of murder. The trial caused a sensation all over the UK, and the crowd was both terrified but found it a wee bit salacious how a young socialite could become a murderess. During the trial, Madeline's letters were read aloud, how she'd bought arsenic and how she tried over the weeks to convince Emile to give her letters back, with increasing desperation. As the letters being made public would have ruined her reputation. The defence used Emile's history of threatening to kill himself over love. A friend, Tom Fleming, had testified that Emile would say things like he wished he was 6 foot under the ground. He'd also testified that he'd encouraged Emile to give the letters back to Madeline, and Emile had said, "No, she shall never marry another man as long as I live, and she'll be the death of me." Ultimately, the circumstantial evidence, no way of proving that Madeline and Emile had met during these bouts of poisoning, and no dates in the letters. The jury found Madeline not guilty on the 2 counts of attempted murder, and the unique Scottish finding of not proven on the count of murder. Madeline walked out the side door of the court, a free woman. So, did Emile get angry enough to build a case with witnesses to get Madeline the noose? Or was Madeline a conniving seducer who was only with Emile until something better came along, and then he proved harder to get rid of than she'd previously thought? This is the thing that's fascinated people in Glasgow for over 100 years about this case. It's our version of Lizzie Borden, without the gore. Either way, Emile was dead and buried here in Glasgow's Ramshorn churchyard. Madeline and her family had a cloud of controversy surrounding them, and she's reported to be buried in New York. So there you have it. That concludes our poisonous tale. If you liked the tour, you can go to our YouTube page and give a like to some of our other ones, or you can go to our Facebook page, Cathures Tours, and give us a wee like there. And then you'll see backstage, videos, photos, general all-round awesomeness. But until next time, guys, catch you later.